And now that you have been given a pretty crappy synopsis of both of these books, we're going to look at the comparison. We're going to compare them and really see the little intricacies of the worlds and societies portrayed in these books. I think it's going to be very interesting. Let's see what Liam has to say. As you know, the books we will be comparing today are Scythe and Matched. These are both really, really good books. I have links to my synopsis videos down in the description. If you have not seen those yet, it'd be a very good idea to watch those. So to get it started, quick side note. I'm not comparing the plots of these books. The plots are so drastically different, it would be pointless to try and compare them. What I really want to do is look into the world building, because I think it's really interesting world building, and I want to compare the different futures imagined by these authors. The dystopian aspects of both of these books are very different. In Scythe, the dystopian aspect is that people have to be killed by other people to prevent overpopulation, which I think is really interesting, because you have to think, if we do reach immortality, how do we prevent overpopulation? Like, how does that work? Just a little random thing to think about. In Matched, our dystopian aspect is that there is no freedom. This society is technically perfect, but these people, these lives are not, because there's no freedom to do what you want in order to keep everything in order. The government had to remove that freedom, which I think is really interesting, because, like, in Scythe, you have freedom, but it doesn't tell you how. It simply says, like, people don't break the laws. Like, what does that mean? People just simply don't break laws, which it may, of course, have something to do with the emo nanites in people's bloodstreams, placed there by the Thunderhead to keep emotions in check, because when you're completely sane and not thinking, like, with any influence of any emotion, you're probably not going to break the law. So that could be a theory for that. I think it's really interesting how it seems as almost these worlds could link up. In Matched, people are not immortal. They have the chance at being immortal. They save their DNA for the future if they ever do find a way to become immortal. In Scythe, they're already immortal. But it seems almost as if these worlds could connect, as if Matched could evolve. The world of Matched could evolve into the world of Scythe, which is just really like a really interesting concept. The connections between these books, because they do seem very connected. It is interesting. Another thing I want to point out, which I've already almost have, but in Scythe, it seems like people's lives are better. They have that freedom that I was just talking about. Another similarity between these books is how people all have jobs, yet they don't really need them. But people have these jobs simply to find something to do. Citra's mom in Scythe is a food synthesis engineer, even though the Thunderhead has already perfected food synthesis. Like, they don't need it anymore. They're just an engineer she's just a food synthesis engineer to fill up time. They have all these colleges. You can go get a degree simply because you're so bored. As the book describes it, people are all content. But there's no happiness because there's no true suffering. There's no working for what you have. You're simply content. You're moved through life until you get murdered. Like, may just be me, but that doesn't seem like a great way to live. Similarly, in Matched, people have these jobs that could so easily be done by machinery. The main character, Cassia, is a sorter, and she spends her time sorting stuff, but she doesn't really need to. Like, why do you need to sort these things when machines could so easily sort them with so much less error? It's just really interesting to me, like, because you have to think that's a plausible thing. If we reach the point where machines are doing everything, you have, like, what are we gonna do? Well, our lives will be constant retirement. Like, there'll be no point for school, because what are we preparing for? Like, it'd just be simply living until we die. So Matched and Scythe, I highly recommend these books. I've gone not very in depth into them in these videos, but you could go so much further. I would highly recommend you read them. Side note: next week I will not be uploading because I am going to a summer camp. Thank you for watching. There will be Amazon links to both these books as well as to my original videos of these books. I will see you later. Also, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, and Patreon down in the description. Or if you don't want to click a link, you could just click the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Goodbye.